Okay, so I wanted to give you all an update on the console rebuild that I've been doing since the fall. So as you can see, So back in October of last year, I found a posting on Facebook Marketplace of this console that was for sale. And when I say for sale, I think they just wanted it out of the garage. I read the posting a little bit more and found out this is a 1975 Yamaha M1532. These things have quite a buzz right now and quite the community online for people that are buying these and fixing them up. This thing was going for nothing. It was a couple $100. He just wanted the space. So me and my friend, we jumped in my van, we went down there and picked it up. I had no idea what the condition was of this console. I mean, for all I knew, there could have been a family of mice living in it. The electrical could have been gutted. I didn't know, but I wanted to check it out. So fortunately, when we got there, it was in a flight case. It hasn't been moved. They used it maybe like 15 years ago on a project. So over the past couple of months, I've been ripping this thing apart and just troubleshooting it, trying to get this thing to work. And fortunately, it was in a lot better condition than I thought it was gonna be. The biggest issue was the power supply. The power supply had bad solder. Somebody did some work on it and it just needed to be resoldered and just kind of reconnected and retested. So fortunately, my father had some time on his hands and he wanted to take a look at it. So he stripped it down, resoldered everything, replaced anything that needed to be replaced. We rebuilt it, everything fired up. I decided I wasn't gonna recap the entire board because I think I would just break it. But what I did was I took out a couple capacitors here and there and just tested them to make sure everything was good. And so far the capacitors are good. I did replace a couple things, but for the most part, everything is testing all right within the means. So I'm happy with that for now. Probably down the road, I'm gonna do a recap, but I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. Everything's testing well, so I'm gonna just kind of go with it for now. Once I went through all the channels, the next phase was adding the modifications. Now there's a ton of modifications you can do to this board. If you go online, there's a lot of things that people do. Now one modification I felt that was very important was I had to add output transformers because I want to have balanced outputs on these channels. This board has 4 outputs I can send to that have balanced outputs, 4 output transformers. So that means I would have to route every channel and mix down to 4 channels to go out. But I wanted to have it so I have 16 channels hooked up so I can plug it into my computer. One thing I found on the internet is everybody talks about this as being like an API clone. Now, I don't think that's the case. Mind you, I've been doing some recording with it and it does give me that API vibe. But I think part of the reason that's happening is I ordered the Cappy API output transformers that are basically replicas of what they used back in the 60s, 70s, I don't know. Anyways, they were cool. The internet talked about them, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna do whatever the internet says to do. Those 16 outputs are in, and this thing is working. So I've been doing a couple sessions, just kind of getting used to it a little bit, just kind of practice with it a little bit. And I have to say, I freaking love this thing. So just to clarify, I'm not gonna be doing any mixing on this board. Like I'm not gonna be routing my sessions out, mixing on here and bouncing it back. I'm just strictly using it for the preamps. I can use it for monitoring, but that's about it. That's all I'm gonna be doing with it. This was a really great project, and I would recommend if you're into audio and you're looking for a fun project, you can find these consoles fairly cheap. I think I've seen them like going for anywhere between like $500 to a couple $1,000, and fully modified, these things are going for like $20,000. So like, yeah, it's a good project. If you're getting into it, let me know. I would love to hear what you're doing. Anyways, that's my update. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone.